The history of ancient Egypt is remembered for its great architectural achievements, advances in technology, and unique religious practices. One of the most controversial and constantly talked about rulers of the ancient Egyptian time period is King Tutankhamun. Commonly referred to as King Tut, the great ruler took the throne at the age of 10. Early in his rule, King Tut had a plethora of powerful advisors. These advisors would try to maintain the laws in place while keeping the young king as level-headed as possible. In King Tut's third year of power, he began to reform several of his father's policies. King Tut switched the roles of the gods Aten and Amun. Tut made Amun the superior god and hastily ended any worship of Aten. When King Tut began the transition from Aten to Amun, he initiated the building of various temples and monuments dedicated to Amun's greatness. King Tut's rule was so controversial because of the drastic religious changes that he made so early in his rule. In addition to these religious changes, King Tut moved the capital back to Thebes. The city of Thebes became the capital once again, and the current capital, Akhetaten, was completely abandoned. Although Tutankhamun started his rule at such an early age, his time in power was cut short when he died at the age of 19. There are many theories about the death of King Tut, but a much greater theory was brought to light when his tomb was discovered in 1922. King Tut's tomb was such a magnificent discovery because once Howard Carter, the discoverer, was able to reach the inside, he witnessed an untouched burial chamber. Carter began to explore the four-tomb room and discovered thousands of different objects. The tomb contained several gold figurines, ritual jewelry, and boats that represented the corpse's way of travel to the afterlife. Carter also discovered a solid gold coffin that contained the body of King Tut, which had been preserved fairly well over the course of 3,200 years. Analysis of the body provided scientists with the evidence that King Tut had been killed in a chariot accident. Although Tutankhamun's rule was short, it is one of the most interesting time periods of ancient Egyptian history.